Now recognizes Ms. Schakowsky.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I admire the tone that has predominated in this meeting. I do not feel a sanguine. And it seems to me as we talk about a fiscal commission, and I agree with my dear friend, John Yarmouth, that when we have a functioning Congress, when we have a functioning House of Representatives, enough tools to be able to deal with these questions. I want to focus mostly on Social Security and Medicare, which always seems to come up as a target. Along with, we were both on the Simpson-Bowles Commission, Senator. I have my own position because I was worried about Social Security and Medicare, offered my own proposal. We didn't get one at all. But Social Security right now is so modest. What we're talking about, an average of $17,536 a year, and about $2,000 less for women. So modest, barely making it. And Medicare right now, there are 57 million Americans, older Americans, and 8 million people with disabilities that rely on it. And I agree totally with our ranking member that what we ought to do if we come up with a fiscal answer is to ask the wealthiest Americans to pay a bit more, not to cut. What we call entitlement, really? Social Security, people pay every single paycheck to get that money when they retire, and to call it an entitlement is just absolutely wrong. So I want to ask you, my friend John Yarmouth, our former chair of this committee, what is your view on how we deal with those issues that affect everyday Americans in the deepest sense, and what do you think that we should do?
Well, I certainly don't have all the answers, but I think, again, as a Congress, in my 16 years here, we spent virtually no time actually analyzing the way government operates, the services that we provide, the funding mechanisms. I was on the Oversight Committee my first term in Congress. We never did oversight on any one program. We were busy investigating, and I had a ball doing it. I loved it, but investigating the Bush administration. And then, of course, we had the financial crisis in 2008, and we spent a lot of time on that. But this Congress does not do nearly enough to analyze the activities that we do. And I think, we all complain about taxes. I know a lot of people resist raising taxes, but we have one of the lowest tax burdens as a federal government than any developed country in the world. It's politically, we don't like doing that. We have a complicated problem because we have some states that have very heavy tax burdens, some that have none. So that adds to the total impact on our citizens. But by and large, again, the $33 trillion that we are in debt is investments we made in the people. And the people rely on those investments. They rely on Social Security, as you said. 2/3 of the people on Social Security who get Social Security, that represents more than half their income. 1/3 of them, it's their entire income. And I think the one thing we have to look at also is, in terms of Medicare, there are actually some very positive signs going on in Medicare as we drive prescription drug prices down. We actually, research is making a lot of diseases that were very costly more manageable and so forth. So again, I think it's just Congress's responsibility to spend more time focused on what we do and how we do it.
Thank you.
Thank you, and I'll now recognize myself